Y'all token and everything here, huh?
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
What's happening, everybody? Yeah. Well,
Hey,
it's still July, so we're still celebrating America's 250th. It's not just one day, folks. It's the whole fucking month. Period. I'm super excited about tonight's guest. She has literally done everything. I'm gonna leave it there because I can't step on the man himself's, introductions. So the flashy one that looks like he's super flashy tonight, Mr. Jeffrey Mark.
I'm just feeling blue. Hey, folks. Hey, cats and kittens. Welcome. And I'm excited, too, because we are bringing you the McFunny people. We're bringing you the McFunny because we have as our guest a lady who's an actress, a comic. It's hard not to laugh. And she's pretty, which is unusual for comics. She's pretty and she's funny. Our guest, let's say hello to Annie McKnight.
hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. How's everybody?
We're doing
good.
well. We're doing well. And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come up here tonight and have some fun with us.
Yes, yes. I'm here with the fires. If it wasn't you guys, I probably would have would have canceled. But I'm going through the fire. Through the fire.
Let the folks, Annie, let the folks know where you are so they'll know which fire you're talking about.
The Santa Clarita fire.
And this is a
It's
live
going on
show.
right now as we speak. Yeah.
Yes. So if they tell you to evacuate, do it. Don't stay with us.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well, I'm ready.
I'll bet you're all prepared, huh?
Yeah, I got my water hose. You know. You know, I'm black. This way is that. Okay. Okay.
Already. Yes. Yes.
You're gonna miss that fire to death. I love it.
That's it.
I don't know. I mean, she can just go out there and yell at it. It'll probably be scared and run away.
I hope so. You know, I got a big mouth, and I'm from Georgia. You know how we are back there. We call the pigs. We call the cow. We call them all in. I'm from the country, baby. We got to get them in. Get them in here, Annie. Get them in. I'm coming, Mom.
Were you brought up on a farm?
Pardon?
Were you brought up on a farm?
No, but my dad had a farm. He was a pig farmer. He raised pigs, and he liked to grow watermelons and peas. Mm-hmm. And
fresh
so,
peas.
Yes, fresh peas.
Garden fresh peas with just a little bit of butter and a little bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, yes. You know.
All right, is the show over? Because I'm hungry now.
I'm finna start cooking that cornbread for you, baby.
Annie, if you've got a good cornbread recipe, would you send it to me, please?
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. A good one.
Please, because
it's from a can, but it's from a can, but I'm gonna send it to you.
You know what? It usually every cornbread I've ever had started in a can.
Okay.
Yes. Yum, 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 yum.
Yes. So
but I must say, Marie Calendar have a good can of cornbread and Jiffy. I must say they are.
Yeah, but Marie is not a guest on the show today. You are.
No, that's right. So Annie has a great cornbread.
There we go, baby. There we go.
That's right. So in case you haven't recognized this amazing guest, folks, she has graced the stages, the comic world. She's a writer, producer, actor / actress, depending on how you want to look at it. But
there you go.
You've seen her on things like Southland, Everybody Hates Chris, The Soul Man, 2 Degrees, and I could go on and on and on all night long. So if you're looking at her going, wow, she looks really familiar, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, geez, read the show notes, folks. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. Do your homework.
Annie, which came first for you, the acting or the stand-up?
You know, it would be the acting. It would be the acting. I didn't even know I was a stand-up or knew of stand-up because I'm from Georgia, a little old small town, Fort Benning. And my aunt used to call me Bozo because I was the only one that was able to make my grandmother laugh. You know, my grandmother had gotten on in age, and as they said, the old timer's disease. But I was always able to say something, do something in front of her, and she would laugh. And so my aunt, Emma, who was a teacher, she said, we're going to call you Bozo. And so, and I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Bozo when I came to California. I was working at the one day to close the place down. Oh, it was just on the tip of my tongue. At a restaurant there in Beverly Hills. And he would come in there and I was like, is that Bozo? And that was him. It was great to meet him. It was great to meet him.
Wow.
Your plays that you have been in, the styles are so different. It fascinates me when I get to talk with performers who can do more than just one thing. Not that doing one thing is a bad thing, but I mean, we're talking Macbeth. We're talking, and then a play that most people only know as a musical called Purlie, but Purlie Victorious, the non-musical version. Completely different styles, completely. I mean, it's not like, oh, we need an Annie McKnight type, let's hire her. No, what I'm trying to say is you're a very versatile actress.
Yes, thank you, sir. Yes, you're right, and that's it. And I'm happy about that. To be versatile, and I think that was one of the things that helped me propel myself when I moved to California.
When I was doing research, and then I'll let Ben talk because I'm all excited because you're in the comedy world. That always excites me.
Hey, I'm just having a good time.
In doing research, you did a play I've never heard of, which surprises me. And the title surprises me. I would love to hear more about Negritude.
Oh, Negritude, yeah. Now that was back in the day too. And what's his name was part of that? Oh gosh, what is his name? He was part of that. I'm trying to think of his son, and he was very well known. I'm sorry, it was so long ago, but they created that.
Famous African American actor. Is you trying to come up with?
Yeah. I should have brought my notes and stuff. I had my my resume in front of me, but
we're just talking.
It was so good, for them to create that and how they did it. It was some of the back in the day of the Black Panthers.
Oh, okay.
Some of the things that the Panthers went through, and I think that's why they call it Negritude. You know what I'm saying? Because their too was totally different from others. They had a attitude about themselves and a charisma, the way they wanted to carry themselves. And then, of course, that was back in Harlem, up in New York area. So, they was real fighters, opposed to the Southerners. They was a little bit docile, a little bit held back, so to speak, because of the situation. But when you go to New York, a lot of those cats, they was like doing what they had to do, and they didn't care.
Yeah, I'm from New York, and I knew some of them.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah. And
okay,
I knew some of those people when I was a young actor. What's your opinion? Looking back now, we have a half a century to look back on what that attitude was. Do you think? Let's use the name of the show. That Negritude, the hard Black attitude, was necessary to move the civil rights movement forward, or do you think it was something of its moment and doesn't apply anymore?
I think it was needed because we were already under a lot of force. Everything that the African American, Negro, nigger, whichever one you want to call, was under force. It was done by force. Even us coming to America was force. So everything was force, and so therefore America and the blacks and the whites really encompasses America. That we are the ones that created America. And when the breakup came, created all of the United States of America. Because when the big break came, even though there was different sections, some were named, some were not named, that brought the difference in the separation. And even if you think about California, how it was so far out to the west, faraway land, so to speak, but and the attitudes are different here than they are in others. And if you go further north, and if you going up in Philly and New Jersey, New York, their attitudes are totally different. Even though they was able to come together, but their attitudes are different. So I think that all that has happened was meant to be, because we do have a great land, with so many different nationalities. Even me, tu hablo español, muy poquito, es freaking Dutch, I've been to Japan, I've performed over in Korea. So all those things because of America, because of the quote unquote freedom that we fought for, has made it come full circle.
Right. Well said.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's full circle now. We always gonna have somebody who's gonna disagree. We know that.
Right.
You know, the teeth and tongue fall out sometimes, like my mama say. When you bite your tongue that got mad at your teeth, and your teeth that got mad at your tongue. So if they fall out, how could we expect people with their own opinions, mindset, not to have some type of disagreement?
Coming from Georgia, I've been to your small town.
Okay.
Coming up into New York, did you get to spend any time in Harlem when you first got to New York City?
Oh yeah, my cousin lived in Harlem, and then Amsterdam, off Harlem. And then you go on up. My other cousin lived off of Amsterdam Avenue. I think that was not Harlem. That was Manhattan. I think they call that area Manhattan.
I loved Harlem. I loved the culture. I love the beautiful homes. People think of Harlem as this slum, like someone dropped a bomb. Yes, there were parts of Harlem that were slums, but it's a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood filled with incredible culture. Was that a surprise for you coming from a small town in the South?
It was. It really was. And I was amazed at how people really congregated, because in the South, when I was coming up, it was a extremely separation. I even went to a segregated. I didn't go to a segregated school. You know, it became segregated when I was in the 6th grade. So all that time, it was just all blacks. And when they segregated it, when I was in the 6th grade, then I had to walk a long ways away from my home, you know, to go to school. And then that's when, you know, things started happening. Some things were good, some things were bad. But until that happened, we didn't know. And even as a matter of fact, to show how historical the house that I used to live in on 30th Avenue, what's his name? Reverend Jesse Jackson marched. All of them marched up my street years ago when I was a child.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if that was
it's a piece of history.
Yeah, piece of history. I was young, but that was what's going on.
You know, I mean, I was blessed to be able to go down to Columbus to do a convention 4 years ago. I did a comic book convention down there. It was the first time they had it. It was an old mill on the river. Gorgeous area. I mean, it was a long ass drive because I'm from Boston.
Yeah, wow. You did have a good drive.
It was 2 days. But what a beautiful, beautiful area. So you grew up in Columbus. You went to school in South Carolina.
And you're talking about the mill that you went to that was in Columbus. Yeah, that's why they they used to make all of the materials and stuff. That's where they used to come in with the cotton and make the materials.
Yeah, and they turned it into almost like a steampunk looking interior for weddings and conventions and things. And what a gorgeous place. I actually one of my Facebook pages for part of a different business is me and my business partner standing in one of the elevators there.
Oh wow.
Elevators. Yeah, I mean, it was breathtaking. So
isn't
the
it?
Area it was. So,
and to see how the elevators used to operate.
Just
because there you see all the inner fixings of the elevator.
Yeah, I just had to bring that up because when I saw, you know, Columbus, Georgia, I was like, oh my God, I've actually been there.
It's historical. It really is historical. A lot of stuff popped up in Georgia.
I was kind of going off in a different direction for a second there. So Columbus, Georgia, we know Georgia's big for a lot of things. South Carolina, where you went to college, big for a lot of things. Who has the better drum line?
Between Georgia and Columbus?
Yeah.
No, Georgia and South Carolina?
Yeah.
I gotta stick with Georgia. I gotta stick with Georgia.
Yep. And folks, if you don't know what that is all your colleges and high schools have these amazing drum lines. And
that's right.
There's movies made about it. And the reason I bring it up is I love the competitions, the drumline competitions. I love to watch it. I think it is so mesmerizing.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to see if somebody from Georgia was going to go, well, you know, South Carolina has a pretty good drum line, but you know, A&T, you know.
That's it. Georgia's the one. My brother is a percussionist. He used to play the drums. Yep. So yeah.
I have a cousin who is in his late 40s, early 50s. It's been a percussionist since he was 6.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
He's toured all over the world with a death metal bit. He plays death metal, but
Okay.
but
All right.
He started on a drum line here in I live in America's hometown, Plymouth, Massachusetts. So
Okay.
I'm south of Boston. But it's just one of those things that, and see, this has nothing to do with our guest folks. That's the beauty of the show. We're learning about the guest. That's what we like.
Exactly.
So,
And that's so inspiring to so many people. The more you know about someone, you can understand them.
Right.
I want to ask you a question that gets asked of me a lot when I get interviewed. You go to New York to break into the theater.
Sorry.
You go to New York to break into the theater, and when people ask me is, all right, why did you, meaning Jeffrey Mark, why did you break through? How come you got cast in shows, and why did your career grow when other people go to New York and get nowhere? Why, Annie, do you think, I mean, you know as well as I, stiff competition and the old conundrum, they won't cast you unless they can see you in something, and you can't get into something to be seen unless they cast you in something. And there's that catch-22 thing. Now, I was lucky. I got to New York at 17 from being out of the state for a while. The very first show I auditioned for, an off-Broadway musical, I got cast and I was there 3 weeks. How did you break through?
You know, it was funny. It came by way of love. To be honest with you, I was going and wanted to and aspired to be a performer, but I was in Georgia. And, you know, people don't believe in too many dreams when I was coming up like that, and for it's just, oh, okay, you're going to go off and be an actress. So what happened, I was dating this guy, and he was from Newport, Rhode Island. And so I had started going to school in Phoenix City at Chattahoochee Community College. I was going to be a radiologist technologist. And so when I was going there, I said to myself, I had to do what I didn't say, but the teacher gave me, I had to take a theater class. In one of the theater class, we had to learn a little monologue, and I had to portray it and do it. And I did it. And that's when the bug bit me. Even though I had been doing school plays all through kindergarten, my mother would always put me in the plays and stuff. And I also was a little writer. And I had wrote something when I was in about the 2nd grade called Little Toot. And so time went further on. And so when I was going to college, I decided to become a technologist. And so when I was there, I had to do that monologue. And when I did the monologue, it was like the bug bit me. And I'm like, I like doing this. And so I transferred from CVCC to Columbus College, and I had to do a presentation there. Also, I changed my major, and was in this play. And I did that. But in the interim, all that, I had met this guy, called myself falling in love. So we went to Newport, Rhode Island. That was his hometown. Big mistake. I was only there 3 days. Then he put me out. Hell, a period lasts longer than that. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's great.
I know. So, you know, my life hasn't been easy, fellas. You know, so after that, then I praise God. Some relatives was there that was stationed in Columbia, South Carolina. They was working for the Navy, because that was up in Newport, Rhode Island. That was the Navy base. And so their job was ending. So I caught a ride with them back to Columbia, South Carolina. I didn't want to go home because I didn't want to hear I told you so's or what happened. So I went to Columbia, and every night I would cry to sleep, and I would hear on the radio, Sty of the Blind Pig. We're looking for people to play in the Sty of the Blind Pig. So I'm like, I'm going to go down there to Allen University. I went down there and I auditioned, and I got the old lady part. And so it just took off from there. It just took off. Things just started growing. I got out of my funk of being with that guy. And from there, I went to, I had to run for Miss Black Columbia pageant in Columbia, South Carolina. And I did the old lady character, Granny Annie. I did her. And then from there, I got a standing ovation that night. So I took Granny to the comedy club. But I was taking Granny because, again, being from the South, so I had my bale of hay, I had a bucket and a scrub board. And so I went down to the comedy club in 5 Points in Columbia, South Carolina. And I had my hay, I had my bucket, and I had my whole scrub board. And after the show, the manager said, he said, Annie, you are so funny. I said, thank you. He said, but you know, you don't need all that stuff you taking with you. You got the hay, you got a bucket, you got a scrub board. He said, get rid of all of that. And I had never been told that before. And because I've been doing Granny for a while, he said, just do stand-up. He said, and then see how free you'll be. He said, you wrote all that you said tonight? I said, yes, sir. He said, go and write me 5 minutes and come back and see me in 2 weeks. I said, okay. So I came back and wrote something in 5 minutes in 2 weeks, and he said, you're a stand-up. He said, don't forget all that hay and stuff. Don't worry about that, Annie. He said, you're a stand-up. And so, boom, that's when stand-up came. And I kept Granny one more time. When I came to California, I auditioned for the Gong Show. And Granny Annie. Okay. And Granny Annie won the Gong Show. Okay, I had that bale of hay, I had my scrub board, and I had my bucket. And that was the last time I did Granny. But she brought me home $800, a big old package of spaghetti, and something else they gave me. And because we had just moved to California, didn't have no place to stay or no food or nothing. So the Gong Show saved us.
Do you remember who the celebrity panel was that week?
Yes. The panel, it was back in the day. It was the older guy, the tall one. What was his name? I'm going to have to get my show and pull it up and see. But it was him. It was him. And I'm trying to think who the other people were on the panel. I can't think. I'm going to have to pull up my show and see if I can see if they show the whole panel again. But yes, that was back in the day when all of them, the lady with the black, with the brunette lady, I think she was on, what was that show she was on? It was another show that used to come on all the time. Was it? It wasn't Bob Barker then. It was something else, but she was on there. Caroline Gray, I feel like it's come to my mind. Something of that nature. But yeah, it was a lot of those old cats, and they were funny.
You know, you could do a whole bit about trying to remember people's names that would be hysterical.
Right? Okay, that's a good one. I should try that. You know, especially with this gray hair now.
I was going to say, we've both, you and I, reached an age where we can get away with that.
Okay.
And, you know, you can do a whole thing and just because you can do that. I know you can.
Right. Thank you. I'm going to write it and I'm going to let you see it. You tell me what you think about it, both of you guys.
All right.
Absolutely. So you go from the Gong Show back in the day, fast forward a little bit with your comedy to America's Funniest People.
America's Funniest People.
You came out on that and you just crushed it. You took the top prize, which then turned and catapulted your comedy career overnight, more or less.
Yeah.
Boom. Annie McKnight is here.
That's it.
She is the real deal.
So here's something, Annie, you don't know. This is about you, not about me. The
Okay.
night they aired that episode
Mm-hmm.
where you won the money, I was at the Improv with Bud Friedman and 8 or 9 comics, and we were
What?
all watching the show together to see you win.
Oh, I never knew that. Thank you for sharing. Really?
Really?
Wow.
I mean, we
Wow.
already knew you were the winner, but we wanted to see the show where you win. And
Yes.
yeah, no, we were so excited because comics as a group never really
Mm-hmm.
had that kind of acknowledgement before.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there were other talent type shows on
Yeah.
television,
Mm-hmm.
but not one just about stand-up like that. And we were just, yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
I personally loved the show because without comedy, without laughter, we have nothing.
Amen.
This world has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't be serious all the time. It just,
Yes.
you know, they say comedy is the best medicine, and it really is. You know,
It is.
It
really is.
I've been working outside in the extreme heat and humidity for like 5 days straight. I started the show tonight. I was a little tired, and I'm a little like, you know, and within the first 5 minutes, you made me laugh. I had tears in my eyes, and I'm full of energy.
Hey, man, that's it. That's comedy. There's something about that joy.
I think it's you, but we'll say it's the comedy.
The comedy coming through me.
Yes. We're gonna go with that one.
Go with that one. How they say, I got that joy down in my heart.
Yeah.
Down in my heart. Remember that one?
Right.
That's it. And joy, it does so much for people. And I'm glad that you brought that up because I was the only one that was able to make my grandmother laugh. You know, when she started getting Alzheimer's, you know, and stuff, and she would just walk around like she was in a daze, and I would make her laugh. And my auntie, that's when I how I got tagged Bozo. We're going to call you Bozo because you make us laugh. And then when like I stated earlier, got to California, I met him. Mm-hmm. So laughter is definitely a medicine. It's definitely a medicine.
And yet, with your incredible comedy talent, you've done some very serious acting.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you get, like Crimes of the Heart.
Mm.
Spacek.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That's a whole different ball game for you.
It was. And that was my first major one. And that's how I got my SAG card. I was going to school in Columbia, South Carolina again. And I had an agent. And they sent me out, and that was in Wilmington, South Carolina, North Carolina. And so they sent me there to audition and everything, and I got to roll. I was so ecstatic about it. And then my role was to just walk up and give Tess Hopper, take her orders that she was giving me. You know, Annie Mae, I need you to do this, that. And I turned and walk away. And then we want something. And so I'm like, okay, just like that, you know. And so he says, yes, ma'am. Okay. He said, so when Tess came up and told me what she wanted me to do, and then I said, yes, ma'am, turned and walked off. He said, Annie, you just made a lot of money. I said, what? And that tapped me into the union. I was able to get my SAG card because I wasn't union. I had just got hired as an extra. And once he gave me the lines, you know, and that was, what's his name? Freddie Fields. I think he was the director, Freddie Fields. And he said, say yes, ma'am. And I did it. And I walked away. It came off. Man said, you just made a lot of money, Annie. And I didn't know what he was talking about. But I learned. I learned. I was union then.
Hundreds of dollars difference in saying that one line.
That one line.
Right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's all it takes to go from the Gong Show to stardom. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's one, you know. So
that's all it takes.
with your stardom in comedy, like you said earlier, you traveled all over the world, South Korea, Japan, Panama. Has there been any place that you haven't traveled yet that you would like to travel to do your comedy or act?
You know, they wanted me to go to was it yeah, not I went to Korea, over to to Russia. I think it was Russia. It wasn't Russia. Where's that other one? I think it was Russia. But I turned them down because they was letting people. I don't. What's the other one? It's Korea, Japan,
Vietnam,
Vietnam, China. I think it was China that they wanted me to come to. Not Russia. It was China. And so I had traveled so much, and I was like, and then I had started having my children, and I turned it down. I kind of wish I would have went in a way. Because that really would have been a big one. It was big enough to go to Korea and Japan.
Right.
I was like, oh, woo woo. And then I went twice. They asked to come back again, so I went twice. So it was fun. Comedy can really take you to a lot of places that you would never ever expect to go. Just like me, an old country girl from Georgia, and here I am, went to Korea twice, Japan twice, having opportunities to go other places and just throughout the country, even within the United States. I mean, just knocked on so many places. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
We're very
Really
lucky people, those of us who get to do these things.
We are. We really are. To share the joy and to travel at the same time. And to meet beautiful people. Look, if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't know you guys. You guys wouldn't know me. But because of our camaraderie, what we do in the same thing of laughter and joy to people.
You mentioned your kids. Tell us about your family.
Okay, I got two beautiful daughters. One name is Miracle because I didn't tell y'all that when I was born, I was only born with one kidney and one ovary. So I never knew. I know, huh? I'm just old raggedy piece of something. Had a hole in my arm. One kidney. Man. And I didn't find out about the kidney until it came time to have the babies. And then the man told me, he said, Annie, you only got one kidney and one ovary. I'm like, what? No wonder I never got pregnant from them boys.
I am just biting my tongue. Punchlines that are inappropriate for me to say.
So I just,
You met one guy with really strong sperm. Is that what happened?
Yes, him. He did it. I married him.
There you go.
That's right. He gave me two beautiful daughters. My first daughter name is Miracle.
Right.
And my second daughter name is Zoe. So I have two miracle lives of God because, Zoe means God. Yep. And miracle is just a miracle within itself. So I got two miracle lives of God.
Are you a grandmother yet?
No, I don't know if they're gonna make me one or not. But so far they're in school. I have to give them that. My daughter, let me get my little hat for y'all. My oldest daughter, Miracle, just graduated from Pepperdine. Yes. And she is one of the highest graduates in our family. My mother only had a 6th grade education, being in Alabama, they didn't let them have much. And it really tore her heart up. I remember when I was in the 4th or 5th grade, and she was trying to go back to school, wanted to get her high school diploma. And she would ask me, and I would look at it. Hell, I didn't know either. I'm like, Mama, I don't know. So she never got it, you know what I'm saying? But I got it for her, and my daughter did even more. So, because I went to school, like I said, in South Carolina and got my degree in theater. And then when I came to California, I went back to school and got my degree as speech language pathology assistant. So I work with special needs children, and I help them speak. Yeah. And them babies love me.
my youngest daughter. I have 2 daughters and 4 boys, but my youngest
daughter.
Wow,
you can be bringing it on in them boys too. Look at you.
That's what she went to school for. She actually went to school for daycare.
Speech language pathology. Okay.
Well, for daycare, but with disabilities.
Okay.
So
yes.
That's what she went to school for.
Okay, that's a good field. Does she enjoy it? It's hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard, but it can be so rewarding when those children, should I say, learn something, learn a word or two, and the parents are overjoyed, to see that, because a lot of times they don't expect it. And we do change lives. So congratulations to your daughter. Yes. That's beautiful.
And back at you, Annie.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely. I can't do the snap, so I'm going to clap.
Okay. You want you to burn your thumbs out?
Most people who get older can't snap because of arthritis. I snap.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I snap because because clapping in my hands hurts. Seriously.
Oh, I thought you were saying that I can't snap because I have arthritis. I was going to say, well, I have been a general contractor for 40 years, and my hands, they don't work like they used to.
Okay. See, y'all teaching me something now. I didn't know that. Okay, there you go. No, I was trying to make it funny. You know how you can burn your thumb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So so that's how I kind of like got into it, and from there I came when I got that. Oh, look at that beautiful baby.
There's that face.
Oh, beautiful.
You're looking beautiful.
Hey, baby. Hey, it's Annie.
Can you say hi, Annie?
Hi, Annie.
Oh, I love your voice. Hi, what's your name?
Lila Rose.
Viola?
Lila Rose Solaris Bartlett. That's right. Did you have fun at gymnastics? Okay.
And I did a flip on the bar.
You did a flip on the bar?
Ooh.
By yourself? Give me 5. Good job.
Gymnast.
Congratulations, Lila.
Dame un beso. I love you.
Love you.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, you're welcome.
Welcome.
And I love you, Lila.
Okay, baby. I love you.
Take care, Lila. She's beautiful.
Yeah. Most shows we do, she comes and makes a little guest appearance for us. And
there you go.
That face is just so beautiful.
It is. She's getting ready, honey. That's what she's doing. She's getting ready.
Oh,
God is calling her. Coming. Yeah. That's what that is. She's getting ready. That's beautiful.
We're already talking about how to get her started. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
So my youngest daughter, who's 26, lives with me with my 3.5-year-old granddaughter. That I have. I have a 28-year-old daughter who lives 10 minutes from here, who also has a 3.5-year-old daughter. So I have 2.
Oh, okay.
They were born 9 days apart.
That's good. So have somebody to play with. It's so important when they're young.
They beat each other up.
but they need each other. They beat, but they need each other. That's good.
Yeah.
Especially 2 girls.
Yeah, like Jeffrey said, she always comes down, and if she's home, she has to come down and say hi, because she tells me now this is her show. She said, she's already. Oh yeah, she says, no, my show.
Ooh.
I gotta come down and say hi. I said, whatever.
I love it. She already knows she's gonna run things.
Oh yeah. Yep.
She's getting you prepared for retirement.
Yeah, it's called I'll Never Be Able to Retire. Oh, so
And I've been asking you a lot of questions, but you also ask questions. Don't you have a podcast of your own?
thank you for the segment.
Yes, I do. And I need to get back on the podcast and figure it out. And somebody tried to take my name, and then I got upset about that. And I was like, should I get it back? Should I just leave it alone? So I don't know. I got to get back on it. Because I wanted that podcast, and and I got it, and I've done some things, but not like I should do. I'm not technically inclined, like figuring out all that stuff. It's hard for me, and I have so many gadgets, but I can't even work them. My daughter bought me some just the other day for the trade, and it's over here still in the box, and so. I want to do it, but I need help. I'm not technically inclined for that.
We got you.
If you want to help me, if y'all help me, I'll pay you. Yeah.
Annie, you just lit a match that's going to burn. You have no idea.
Okay, let's do it.
I will make sure that Ro, after we'll talk about this after the show, but I'll make sure that Ro gets you my personal contact info, and we'll connect after the show. And because I actually produce a show for Jeffrey Mark. Also.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, shoot, yeah, that's what I need. I need some help. It's bad enough being a woman, and we're not inclined like that. Let them tell it, We're not mechanically inclined. But if you can help me, I'll sure enough appreciate it. And I will pay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about
let's get to talk about it. Yeah, I would love to.
Annie, how are you handling? Okay, so your African American thing we've talked about, being a woman we've talked about. How are you handling in our business aging? Because I have so many friends, I'm sure you do too, who have worked and had very long careers and are kind of like throwing their hands up in the air because they're not getting cast anymore and they don't know what to do in this next part of their careers. How are you handling that?
I kind of went through that too, because I just turned 66 and I went through that. And at first I was like, wow, time has really moved on from the time, like I said, I was a little youngster, early 20s. I was barely 21 when I did Crimes of the Heart. And, I just followed my mind and came out here. And then with all of the changes with the computers and stuff, that wasn't going on when I first started. You would get your sides and you'd learn them and that was it. But now with all this and these gadgets and stuff, it's a very challenging to me. My daughter Zoe helps me a lot, but sometimes I feel like I'm bugging her because I know she's doing things as well, but she does help me. And I'm finding that I do need assistance because it's constantly changing. And that's the part that gets me. And I don't like the fact that so many gadgets can go for one thing. That gets on my nerve. Like, why not just have this button is to turn on, the other one is to turn off, but that's how it should be. That's how I grew up. But you got this for that, and then you open up a program and it got different of other gadgets that you gotta, and I think it just frustrates me. And I'm a woman, we're not good in all this technical stuff. I'll claim it today. So, y'all men good at this stuff. Who created the computer? Was it a man? It probably was some man that didn't want his wife to get into what he was doing. Who did create the computer? I think I got something to fuss about. It had to be, because they number men working on them. Think about it, ladies. I know some of y'all ladies out there saying, Annie got a point. Yes, think about it.
But you also realize, Annie, we have a very, very large audience of millions of people who watch us every week. There's probably 30 or 40,000 lesbians out there. What do you mean women can't handle? What are you talking about?
Don't get them lesbians upset. I'd have worked for them too. Okay.
So
You name it, I'd have did it, baby.
so in regards to Jeffrey Mark's question, how do us older people handle these things? Well, it's very simple, folks. These three people up here, and a lot of you out there, we're like fine wine. We just get better with the time. That's simple.
Yes. Yes.
We adapt.
That's it. Mm-hmm. And I don't have to have a computer or nothing, a typewriter in front of me when I got my vocal cords, when I can speak.
Right.
Give me a microphone. I think that's true, what you just said. But these young folks, they that came up with this mess. And they know they got us running now. They got us, see. When we just had the analog and then came up with the FM radio, we was cool. And AM. Now they want to have this and that. And you can't even just turn on the TV no more without everything. Y'all noticed that? I have to call my daughters. Well, mom or dad, I turn it on because it won't work for me. Why is it not working for me? Something's going on. It's a strategy on the old folks. That's what I need to do. I'm going to have to raise some type of strategy to fight back. We're here. We're old, but we're here.
And on just on what you just said, I'm in the middle of moving from where I am, fairly local. I'm downsizing from a house into an apartment. The other day, it took me 5 hours, five, just to get the electricity and the gas turned on in my name, because the technology wouldn't give me a person to speak with. And for some reason, both the electric company and the gas company, they're hi, I'm your new virtual assistant, couldn't understand the phrase turn on service. 5 hours.
See what I'm saying? And you can imagine what an old bird like me go through. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's too much. It's too much.
You just gave me a huge compliment, and I appreciate it because I am older than you are.
You are?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
Older than you are.
Come on, Annie. You should know. A lady never tells.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Okay. I need a toke on that.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's too big for you? How about this little baby? Don't tell my mama.
Oh, that was perfectly placed. That was perfectly placed.
Good comic for you, right?
Ben and I are very close friends, and he knows I don't take offense.
Okay.
Because there was no offense meant by it.
Of course
not. It was just a perfect segue into a comedy banter.
Exactly.
And everybody laughed, and everybody laughed. See, the medicine works, folks. The medicine works.
That's it. It works. And that's why you guys have all y'all viewers and people watching and want to tune in. Because they know a hit is a hit.
Right. You know, and at the beginning of the show, folks, we said that this amazing guest, she has done everything. So we've talked about comedy, and we've talked about her acting abilities and writing and producing. She does behind the scenes stuff, voice where you don't see her. She's done freaking commercials, folks. She has literally done it all. She's worked with amazing people like Kevin Hart, Martin Lawrence. I mean, come on. Come on.
Matter of fact,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll go thinking about Kevin Hart's story when they first brought him to California. And it's funny, I started thinking about that. A lot of those young cats, when they come out here, they put them with me. I was young still at that time too. But Kevin, he's a few years younger than I am. And so when he came out here, I was doing a comedy show over off of Pico at the Comedy Union. And who they bringing to? This McKnight, this Kevin Hart. I said, okay, we eye to eye. I'm like, I'm only 5'2". I'm short too. He just coming here, and he just coming out here from he was from back east, from Philly somewhere. He was coming from, and he don't know if he can get some time. And I looked at him. I said, "What? What?" Looked down on him, you know. And he said, "Yeah, Miss McKnight, I want to know if I could do a little comedy show here, you know, do a little time." I said, "All right." I said, "All right, you do a little time, Kevin." And he went up. He did a good job. He did a good job. He act like he don't remember now. But when he came out here, that's right. That's right. So I had an opportunity to work with a lot of the great ones and stuff.
Yeah,
and people.
Kevin's not only short of memory, he's just plain old short.
Short. That's right. I'm only 5'2" 3/4, and I'm claiming every little centimeter. Okay. And Kevin wear lifts. Okay. I'm like, nah. I think I'm taller than you.
And that's just in his underwear.
Okay.
Am I wrong in there? Come on. You know it.
She's gonna fan herself off after that one.
That's funny. You guys all right. I like y'all. That's it. See, I really brought this to pull out the fire. Now I see. This is the real. Now I see. That's right. Y'all can say she's pretty good. She got props. She got jokes.
Right.
I'll bet you got that stack of hay someplace still waiting for you.
Okay. It made me famous, honey. That's right. I wonder if I still have that. They should play that. I wonder if they still have that one. The Gong Show. The Gong Show. I'm going to find it.
I could see a whole sitcom about Granny Annie.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, man. When I started Granny, and I started her, like I said, in South Carolina when I ran for the Miss Black Columbia pageant. And, man, people used to think I was a real old lady. I remember one time I was at this show, and the young girl came up to me, and I just want to talk to you, Granny, and just want to tell you. She was just telling her whole story. And I'm like, child, I'm probably younger than you. But she was going on. I didn't interrupt. I let her have her say, and she got it off. You know, she was happy and was glad to talk to me, and I was glad to be able to talk back. So it was funny.
I just had an idea.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
A reboot of the Beverly Hillbillies, except instead of using crackers, a black family from Georgia.
Okay.
They get the oil, and you're Granny.
Granny.
I think that will work. Write that down, somebody. Well, we already know it came here. It was that's right, trademark. That's right, trademark. I think that would be good. Because they haven't had any show with any old lady on there ever since, what's her name, to be honest with you, Betty White. And I love Betty White.
Yep.
They have,
on and off the screen, I love Betty White.
And the first episode, Granny's in the kitchen making her cornbread.
Yes. And here come everybody coming in, stomping and not washing their hands, not wiping their feet. You know, we got to start off with that. Wait a minute. What is all this coming on up here? Was this a parade? What's going on here?
Out comes your wooden spoon, clunk.
Okay, exactly. Get out of here.
No cornbread for you, and no cornbread for you, and no cornbread
exactly.
for you.
Exactly. None at all.
We need to pitch this to Linda Henning, because Linda owns the Beverly Hillbillies. We need to pitch this.
Really? Yeah.
Paul Henning is the guy who created it. Linda's his daughter. Linda played Betty Jo on Petticoat Junction. And
I loved him.
Yeah. We
you think she'll be for it? I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to
It's
find out.
not bad. It's not bad, and it's not no buffoonery. It would be good. We just kind of like spice it up, kind of like modern day. You know, maybe switch around a little bit of the wardrobe.
Oh, we
And
have to make it.
The beauty of it all, is reverting back to what we were saying about 20 minutes ago. Technology, with you can't just turn on the TV. You're not just going to get 3 channels. There is so many different platforms out there that one of those platforms would look at that idea and go, let's do 5 episodes and see what happens.
Hey, BET.
I heard that. Yeah, you're right.
BET would probably be right on the top of the list.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And Amazon Prime would be right behind them.
Woo! Let's do it, baby. Yeah,
That's their style of show.
yeah. That style of a show, and that's right, and that's all it takes. Cause you see a lot of stuff that they put out here now, and I'm not downing it at all, but a lot of freedom, should I say, a lot of freedom is allowed these days for people to have their ideas thought well out and presented.
Creativity.
Yeah, creativity. More freedom these days with creativity. That's right.
If nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's that simple.
And I'm going to try to see if I can find one of these other things I had. It was an old thing I did that I did for BET. I'm going to see if I can find some of that old footage and send it to you. But the thing about it is on VHS. Do y'all have anything to switch it over to copy it? But
well, I happen to own a machine that copies VHS onto DVD.
Yeah, there you go, baby. And that's what we'll need.
Well, you'll have to drive out.
My wife has 2 machines. My wife has 2
Does
machines
she?
to play VHS.
Okay. Okay. So then y'all can see it and see if you like it.
Annie,
And
I
see
live in Palm Springs, Annie, so you have to drive out from LA, and
That's okay.
We'll copy it for you.
Okay. I'll come out there. I used to come out there and do comedy shows in Palm Springs. Did y'all ever know Michelle Triple X?
Yes.
I used to come out. Yeah, she had her shows out there on every summer, I think. She would do it when they had the tennis or the golf, something they was doing out there that the ladies were doing.
Yes, for the Dinah Shore weekend.
There you go. Yeah, a couple of times they booked me to come out there. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like, shoot, yeah, man. If we can come up with some stuff and can do it, why not?
Why not?
Why not? And I got other stuff that y'all probably would like and probably would think about producing, because I done wrote a couple of different things. But got to get somebody that really know what they're doing and can, feel what I feel, and let's get it off the air. And even these days, you don't even have to do nothing but just pick a channel you want to put it on, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah. You just pitch it to the right channels, and you never know.
Yeah.
So, folks, we are a little bit over time. We don't want to keep Annie all night because we could sit here for hours and chat. Because
they holding up my smoking time.
Yeah, we're holding up her smoking time. So, after comedy being the best medicine, there's other medicine out there too. So with that being said, if you want to know more about Annie, just check the show notes up above, down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. All her stuff is in there. But with that, Mr. Jeffrey Mark, do you have a last question that you would like to ask our amazing guest? After you wipe the tears.
My eyes are burning from laughing. What a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Well, better your eyes than something else.
Thank you. Thank you both. Okay. And thank you for not burning there.
I've had dates like that, but let's not go.
Bum. Wait,
that'll be our next show.
People who have made me burn. Yes.
I love you guys. It was such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm so busy laughing. I don't have a question. I'm just enjoying myself.
Hey, man, that's good.
So, I generally don't ask a last question on the show because, you know, blah, blah. But I am going to ask you a question. Is there something that Annie geeks out about? And what I mean by that is we've had guests on that geek out. They're like, they love astronomy, or they love history, or they love tracing sunken ships, or they collect shoes or hats. Is there something that a lot of people don't know about you that you kind of like, this is my thing right here? I have.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Okay. We still in there?
Yeah, we're still in here.
Okay, got it. Now, that's my thing that I really enjoy. Oh, wow. I'm a pretty open-minded person, and I enjoy joy. So if there's happiness there, I'm there. That's where I like to be. I like to see people happy. I'm a very caring and sympathetic person. You know, like I told you, I work with the special needs, and I work with special adults. So, you know, I'm just one of those old country girls and was raised up in Georgia, and I've been traveled throughout the world, and I've been blessed. I think because I've been blessed that I can say that, and I can feel comfortable in saying it. And have I done a whole bunch of different things? Yes. In different places? Yes. Is God mad? No, because he knows my heart. And everywhere I go, is somebody there that you can touch if you have the opportunity to reach out and touch. Somebody's hand, show them a little love if you can. And that's me.
And she
love
sings
it
too. Wow.
I love it. I love it. So, Annie, where do you like to interact with your fans on social medias? Do you like Facebook? Do you like Instagram, a website? Is there some place specific that you enjoy interacting with your fans other than in person?
Yeah, I like the Instagram. I like Instagram. I can respond to it a little faster. Also Facebook is good, and that Funky Bird Twitter. I think I got kicked off of there. Something they wanted me to do. I don't know, but I mean, I get enough chicken at my own house. Okay. Okay.
So there you go, folks. You can check her out on Facebook and Instagram. Those links are in the show notes as well.
Yeah, and also go to my website. I need to push my website, www.anniemcknight.com, and see some of the great things I've done.
That is also in the show notes, folks. So
okay, there you go.
Any one of those links in the show notes will get you Miss McFunny.
McFunny, there you go.
Mr. Jeffrey Mark, same question for you, sir.
Yes.
Yes. unless it's burning too much.
It never burns too much, just enough.
Okay.
Quick, give him the spritzer. Give him the spritzer.
I can use some. Jeffrey Mark, as it is spelled underneath me here. For those of you who are listening only, it's GEOFFREYMARK on Facebook. Jeffrey Mark Showbiz, all one word, on Instagram. And say, if you're having as much fun as we are having here today, I do another show with Ben. At least I do the show, and Ben produces it. GPE, Jeffrey Mark Plays Ella. Every week, we play the music of the incredible Ella Fitzgerald on a theme, and I am there to give you insider stories about the music, the songs, and of course, Miss Ella herself, having worked with her towards the end of her career and written 2 books about her. So everywhere you're watching this, every channel, every platform, every network, same channel, you'll see us on Sundays in time for brunch, depending on where in the world you are. And we hope you'll join us for that. And now it's back to Ben.
Well, it's actually back to all of us. But as far as we go, stilltoking.com is the easiest. But we are Toking with the Dead on Facebook, Still Toking Productions on YouTube. All these shows that we create are there, archived. You can go back and watch 7 seasons of some of your favorites. Or you can also find out more about the other side of what we do, which is the novel series, the comic book series, the live TV series, the animation, and everything else fun that we do. We want to thank Annie for taking time out of her really busy schedule to hang out, have some fun, hopefully make you laugh tonight. To all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can come up here and do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
God bless and have a happy.
Thank you, Bo.